everybody, and welcome to Willowier. Today we are playing Dragon Age Origins. And this is the beginning of the end. Momo's never played this game before.
No, not at all.
And so is the Golden City blackened with...
Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
graphic.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail.
Oh, she did. He got a bird face. Look at all damn teeth.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long.
Bye.
Too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the
Wipe the
horizon.
blood off your mustache.
Maker, help us all.
You know, when I played this, I don't think I ever managed to actually get to the Darkspawn.
No?
I got to the Mage Castle, and it was too strong for me, so I cheated my way through.
Alright, so on a different note, I have played this game. And not only have I played this game before, but I have beaten it twice. I played as an elf the first and second time, but I chose a different background for the elves.
Did you choose a dwarf to match your height?
No, because I didn't want to play as an elf for a third time of playing this game. And humans are boring.
Did you choose an elf the first 2 times because they're the tallest?
No.
Be very, very quiet. She's concentrating.
Ow! My juice! I should be a dwarf noble.
How noble of you.
Greetings.
Beast.
I wonder how many people look at your name Momo and say Momo.
I don't like that.
But I wonder how many people misread it. Never thought of it before.
I mean, like how my mom says memes instead of memes.
Yeah. All of a sudden, like this was really loud to talk into, and then you got into the actual game, and I'm talking decently loud, but I barely hear it now. It's like my headset keeps adjusting its sound.
I'm going to be a noble. I should have good hair.
The noble braids. I don't like that color.
The noble braids. I don't care if you like the color.
Well, it's just the braids. They kind of blend in. Why does white stand out so much?
Because the lines. You can still see all the lines in it. Although now that kind of looks like
A noose?
a little towel holder of some sort. Like the little fancy braided ones.
Well, at least you're not as morbid as I was, apparently.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But then you wouldn't be noble. There, now you're noble again. And bunned.
And I don't like the bangs!
You could always be like the girl from Charmed. Or Charming, or... What's the movie called?
It was just charming.
The girl from Charming had that... Boop.
It was like cinnamon roll bun.
Helga.
I think I'll go with that one. Just a simple little side braid.
Ah,
Right
the
there.
rogue look.
No eyebrows.
Sounds about right. Oh, you drew them in.
No one needs your bullshit.
It's Tiza Momo Day. That girl's seen some shit. Seen so much, took the color right out of her eye. I still, now that I'm remembering how this game goes, finding some of it disturbing.
God. Wicked Witch knows.
Leap.
Okay. That shall be fine.
You get right into this, don't you?
A little bit.
Well, everybody has a hobby.
For the sake of our video, I'm not going to mess with it too much. Normally I would take a very long time.
It's a Momo, and she's looking so good.
No, it is gone.
Scary as that kinda really was.
Oops. Ah, where's my head? Greetings. Greetings. Charmed.
Greetings.
Ah, there went the spell. Greetings. Oh, my spell!
I'm gonna be violent. I was the outcast in a noble family.
Just like real life.
Can you just shut up?
See the violence. The fear is real. Oh dear. She's gone silent. Hey Momo. Pistachio pudding.
The fact that you're staring at me, I don't understand why.
I brought you back from the dark side with pudding. Oh! You made a drop come out.
Spill your drink.
Instant frown. Hey, this is almost like Kingdoms of Alamor Reckoning. This whole set right here with the abilities, it almost looks like the same ones. A little bit different, but kind of the same. It even has a herb thing, and yeah, it is a lot alike. I wonder if they were made by the same company. I don't know who made this. I should. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, I know what it is. They make the sports games too.
What typically use war weapons? Two-handed might be better for her. I don't know. Probably just flip to the warrior stuff though.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of two known remaining dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called Deep Roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endrin of House Aiducan, the 9th Aiducan ruler elected by the Noble Assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue, and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lady. You are dressed and ready. Excellent.
That whole thing sounded horrible.
I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast?
It was BioWare, by the way.
As opposed to the paragon of beauty?
Close the door, I'll show you a paragon of beauty.
Did the music always cut out in the past?
As far as I remember.
One can't take all this marching about and speech-making too seriously. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances.
I don't want to know what we'll do in the meantime.
Out and about. I saw them on my way here, browsing the shops. As part of the celebrations,
That
permits
girl
have
looks
been
so
auctioned off to
shocked.
members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Rumor has it that Harrowmont hopes you'll be swept off your feet if a well-placed young nobleman wins the provings in your honor. Still, it could be fun to watch, shall we?
Yes.
With you as always, my lady. The day is ours until the feast.
The day is mine until the feast, not ours. Oh, gosh, here we go. I don't remember, like, anything with the trolls.
I'm sure if you beat it twice, it'll come back to you.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I can remember, they're pretty basic. I think it's more of like the skills I'm going to have to relearn all over again, especially where I went with a dwarf this time instead of an elf. Well, there's a take all button, but I guess not.
I just remembered something that we didn't think about.
What?
Press start and back at the same time. Okay, good. Sometimes it doesn't log in the character properly.
Oh, it didn't have a take all, it's just at the very top. Why does that kind of look like a little vending machine type of thing or something?
It's a fountain.
Oh, explain why it kind of looks like a vending machine type of thing instead.
Maybe people took from fountains the vending machine? Maybe they're like, I like that fountain, I'll make it a vending machine. That's a pretty fountain. Doors open weird in this game.
Good day, Lady Iduken.
Good day!
How do you even know? Do you see a sun underground in this dwarven kingdom?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's right! Run away!
What? Why did she run?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me.
It seems she's one of your brother Balin's newest, companions. Prince Balin is attending
That's
a
the
feast
big thing in the
being
game,
held
by the
Lady
way.
Iduken's honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would return to... I am sorry. I will show myself out. With your leave, my lady. Thank you. I will go now.
But, it's a big thing in the game to the point where you can go to, like, bar areas and pay to sleep with someone.
Huh.
You even get your choice of the character, and then you get to watch the scene of you getting down to your underwear, like, on top of the person, pretty much.
Okay, let's shy away from that. I don't have blurring technology.
It's underwear, you know, there's nothing else, really. But, even one of the assassins in the other game flirted with my character, regardless of what gender, because the first time I played as a girl. The second time I played as a guy. And it doesn't matter your gender. He's more than happy to go either way. And then I had a weird love triangle going on. Because there was another one that was interested in me as well, but I was flirting with the other guy. Clean the floor! Yes! Do you even have anything in your
She's
in your
cleaning the
hand?
carpet. She's not even
With
scrubbing.
her whole, she's putting her whole fist down into the... How deep is that carpet?
That's gotta be a plush carpet.
Oh my gosh, that carpet just eating her hand.
You know, out of all the games they've remade, I'm surprised they never remade this one.
It's a good game, it really is.
They even remade Reckoning. I never thought that was
Sure you
coming
wanna
back.
Go to the feast now? I doubt we can escape to see the provings once we're inside.
Oh shit, that's right.
I can't wait to see who's fighting today.
Oh, where's the proving? I don't remember. There's a locked door.
Probably the arrow. No, the
Nope,
arrow's gonna
arrow's
be.
to the feast area.
Congratulations on being named commander, my lady.
No. Yeah, no.
I think the diamond quarter
How
was
do
the stores.
I open my map?
I don't know.
Aha! Kitchen.
Must be in the diamond quarter.
I guess. It's been so long since I've played, and I never started off as a dwarf. So I never had to learn this stuff first thing. It came when I eventually worked my way to the dwarven area.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the diamond quarter during these celebrations.
Ah, that's wonderful.
Lots of merchants.
They're really happy to gossip.
Sure, we can work this out reasonably. It's in the records. There's nothing I can do.
Why does it remind me of Friar Tuck?
You're not gonna help?
Nothing I can really do. I mean, I can try to talk to them, but...
Please, Master Volney. My work is accredited by the Shaper.
These books are lies written by the enemies of House Volney.
I write only what I find in the ancient records.
Oh, actually, I should stop assuming
you
that.
Can vouch for my work, can't
a
you?
different background.
Your father loved my History of Iduk and Paragon King, Peacemaker.
This worm has written a book that slanders my house.
So kill him!
It
He doesn't look like an old man.
Lies.
My work tells the stories of all those raised to paragons in the last 500 years. When the Assembly names a paragon, that man or woman is then, by definition, everything one can aspire to be in the world. They form their own noble houses and are revered as living ancestors. But paragons start off as men.
Volney was more than a man.
Volney became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery. The records of that vote are kept in the Shaperate and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
Sounds like politics, too.
You're taking his side? What if he published a book like this about your Paragon Idukan? You would not say so if it was your house, but I shall respect your wishes. For now.
Damn right.
Excuse me, Your Highness.
Respect me, bitch!
That fool has no idea how weak his house is or how low he sits in it. Shall I have him killed, my lady?
I am royalty! Thou shalt bow at my feet!
As you say.
You've shown House Idukan a friend to research, history, and the glory of our people. Of course.
You're not as violent as you said you are.
Good day, Your Highness.
Not always, but it's also because, this isn't like a fun little, oh, ha 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 ha, look, I can just do this and say this. Everything you do boils down at the end of the game.
Oh, I just meant by personality that he shows.
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe, yeah, hey, I didn't say I was violent towards everyone. Maybe it's only to my brothers. Or brother.
I'll be sure to warn him next time I see him.
Well, that's outrageous. You certainly have some gall, merchant.
Our trust follow, big sister. How surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my siblings second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
I go where I want, or when I want.
Your lack of a sense of duty to your house is obvious. I can't imagine why you are receiving a commission. I expect after tomorrow I'll spend much time apologizing to the heads of the noble houses for the deaths of their children under your incompetent command.
That's a
Rude.
bit harsh, isn't it, Trian?
As heir to the throne, it is my duty to impart wisdom and judgment upon those who need it. Now then, you, get to the feast. I'd advise you to watch that tongue, dear sibling. Father will not live forever. Come, Balin.
That was fun. Nothing like being talked down to by the next king.
It's so tempting. He's got to be alive to be king.
Well, with the way that this society seems to work,
Let's get back to enjoying.
We'll just ignore him. It's my day, not his day.
No, the merchants were talking about something.
Yeah, anytime you walk through here, everyone's talking.
Look at this piece, darling.
But it was mission-based.
Technically not mission-based.
You'll get no coin from me.
But that, my lady Idukin, you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares?
Not interested.
I am your humble servant. Your mere presence brings me uncountable honor.
You are welcome for my presence.
Oh, he's gone.
Again, not really a lot of mission stuff. Not here.
I remember when I played, pretty much everybody had some kind of mission.
It depends on what you do. Like, if you're someone else coming into the Dwarven area, you're gonna find a lot of different missions like that, probably. But where I'm just starting off, this is more of like the background story.
I never made it here.
Oh.
I meant when I first started the game on my file.
Look, the Grey Wardens are here. The raid tomorrow must be more than a standard mission. The Wardens only go where the Darkspawn are the greatest threat.
Many thanks for your willingness to hear me out, my lady. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent. There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week, and a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause. The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause. When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. What could be more simple?
Yes, that's a fun little thing in the dwarf area too, since you haven't made it this far. Obviously they have their rankings and nobles and stuff like that, and their houses that they come from the nobles. If a dwarf leaves and goes to the service, they are completely outcasted from everyone. And anyone coming from that person who left, like say it was a dude who left and got kid or whatever, they're kind of like outcasted as well. Because they don't really have a member of the house anymore. That person doesn't exist. He left. Goodbye.
You're a fool.
Shut your mouth! Did I click on you?
Your mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did.
Excuse me?
Dace is playing you false. Go ahead, be his puppet. Your first command will be marked by every major house turning their back on you. If you are to play in the games of the Assembly, make sure you know the motivations of the players. Last spring, a guild from the Merchant caste invested heavily in an expedition with a guild from the surface. Lord Dace backed the Merchant Guild, pouring a great deal of money into the venture. The expedition was a disaster. Lord Dace lost a great deal of money and prestige. The Surface Guild has no way to repay the investment, but it does have several leading members who are descended from noble houses. House Helmi, Bimo, Idukin. You begin to see the whole picture. Your house and mine would be forced to pay the Surfacer's kin debts. It would be a great victory for Lord Dace.
Alright, Lord Dace dies for this. My god.
The Surface caste gave up their noble ties willingly, generations ago. Will you humiliate your house and your father for them?
Think about it.
Don't think too long.
I'm not thinking too long. I just didn't want to say yes because you're a bitch and I wanted you to go away.
You're not going to talk to Dace?
King, please reconsider. The trade contracts alone could bring
I don't want
great
to sit here and have a
prosperity to our
conversation
houses.
the entire time.
Will we really
It's a
turn
lot
our
of talk
back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
It's a big no.
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Mino. The Assembly of Kal Shirak will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone, surrounded by enemies.
Yes, my king.
But look, we have company to spare us further wrangling. Atrast Vala, my sweet daughter. How fine you look in your
My feet
grandmother's
split.
armor. Are you ready to be presented to the heads of the noble houses? So dutiful. Very well, let us begin. Lords, ladies, grant me a moment of your time. We are here today so I may present to you my second eldest child, blessed by the stone and born of the blood that ran in the veins of the Paragon Idukan. Who would pose a question to the prospective commander? Who seeks to know the prospect better?
I have a question. I seek to know the prospect better.
Lord Dace, head of House Dace, speak.
Lords, ladies, my question concerns the plight of our wayward kin, the so-called service caste. What does the Commander Prospect think is the proper place for these lost souls?
That's a difficult one because she had a point, but at the same time, like,
I don't want them to just like kind of be outcast forever. I don't think they're less.
Thank you, my lady. I am satisfied.
Then if there are no other challenges, I give you Orzammar's next commander. Tomorrow, our newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines, but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth.
We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate.
Yes.
For the morning brings battle. As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me. He may be watching the provings, or getting some rest in his rooms. Walk well, Commander.
The fact that it asks, why don't you send a servant, or what do you want with him, makes me question if he's going to be alive when I get there.
Well, you had the choice to kill him.
No sign of trouble.
Sure, somebody wants to.
That's how it works most of the time. Any noble thing going on.
Because I'm pretty positive we're not playing this again afterwards, like after we beat the game. I played as a human, and within like 5 minutes of playing, my entire village was destroyed, burned, massacred.
Huh.
So this is a lot more calm than mine was.
Congratulations on being named commander, my lady.
I am proud to serve you.
Exactly, friends.
Why are you hijacking your father's room?
Because my brother's room is locked.
Well, bust it down.
The first time I played as one of those wandering elves. Like, they live in the forest and they just kind of do their own shit.
I am at your service.
And, fucking A. So go back to the diamond quarters. And, ended up finding this weird cavern thing with like a sibling or a friend or whatever the fuck it was. And I remember what happened. I think she got infected by some of the blight stuff. I can't remember because that was the first time I played, and that was a long time ago.
You went the wrong way.
I didn't. I took a wrong turn.
I was thinking I just didn't want to cut you off.
So I can't fully remember how that went. But
Swimmingly.
the second time I played, I was a elf who was like a servant. Like I was kind of stuck in like this big area where it was a bunch of elves who were kind of like prisoners and forced to serve some of the human higher-ups.
Elfiners.
And yeah, some guys came in, took a bunch of our women, including the girl I was supposed to get married to that day. That way they could have their way with them and, you know, kind of leave them to die. So, that was fun. I don't remember how to get to the proving ground section.
Barrels! Why would there be a dagger in a barrel?
Dagger and all 3 barrels.
My lady, are you heading to the proving arena?
Haha, yeah.
He did pass this way a short time ago. Shall we escort you to him?
I clean forgot about that. Forgive me, I should have informed you sooner. The king decided you were not to travel through the commons unguarded.
Will we be leaving then?
Daddy wishes.
We are at your command.
I shall listen to father.
Wow, they actually kill each other.
Yeah, it's the proving grounds. I looked like a giant, but then I realized much was on the other step.
So you're a commander now, in name at least. Shouldn't you be attending our King Father? Of course he does. We must discuss strategy before tomorrow's battle. Balin, stay here and stroke the new commander's conceit if you like. But then get to bed.
All day I've put up with that. He can really grate on the nerves. And what I'm going to tell you next won't make you any more fond of him.
Oh boy.
Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big sister, Trian is going to try to kill you. I overheard him giving orders to some of his men, and I was shocked. Then it began to make sense. Trian's decided you're a threat to his taking the throne. Maybe he's right. He fears what you are becoming, in the eyes of the people and the Assembly. Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the king's choice, but it does happen.
The founder of House Bimo became a paragon and king in one move from the Assembly, and he was a commoner.
That was an extraordinary case, but at least a half-dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Twice, it was a woman. Look at it from his perspective. You're more personable than he's ever been. If you win glory against the Darkspawn tomorrow, it will only strengthen the case for you as the next heir. Trian fears
I'm
father
so
will
pale
replace him
compared to
on
all
the
them.
spot. If not,
Maybe I
the
should mess
Assembly
my
will
skin
surely
color.
turn against him when father dies. You know his pride will never allow him to step aside.
You forgot to put dialogue on.
Yeah. I can probably do that after this.
You're the elder. I'll follow your lead as always.
Do I strike Big Brother?
Of course.
You've always been there for me. I'm afraid I must agree with you. Tomorrow's battle is the time to do it. I'll find out the rendezvous and buy you the time to do what must be done. I'm taking your place as Father's second, so I'll be at hand tomorrow. For now, try to get some sleep.
May the Paragon smile down on you.
Yeah, the thing is, with, any noble stuff, there's going to be assassinations of some kind.
Treon and his men will clear the way for the Grey Wardens to descend into the easternmost caverns. Those caverns are still infested by the worst of the Darkspawn. We cannot risk our own troops in there.
Understood, Lord Harrowmont. We should be able to sense the Darkspawn and avoid them once the way is open.
May the Paragons favor you, and the stone catch you if you fall.
Come, men! Glory awaits!
Balin, you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fighting is thickest?
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Of course not. I'm sure your caution is for the glory of us all.
Enough, Balin. Take your men and make ready. Harrowmont and I need to have words with your sibling.
Good luck, my sister.
Your father has a special mission for you.
In the eastern deep roads, there is a secret door carved into the stone.
The door leads to a Taig, abandoned long ago by your ancestors. The Darkspawn have made it impossible to reach.
My father believed that the shield of the Paragon
remains
in that Taig, under the stones of the central room. Reclaim the shield, and glory will be yours.
We've sent 2 scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared. But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in. When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions? Very good. The crossroads where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point. There you can present the shield to the lords and demonstrate the strength of Aeducan.
May the ancestors watch over you, my child.
That was a very depressed look.
Daddy, you wouldn't try to kill me, would you? Big brother already wants to.
Audio. Subtitles. Always.
I don't know if that means it's always going to turn on whenever I walk down the thing, though.
It shouldn't, but we'll find out. Wait, so they walked you all the way down to a dead end just for you to turn around? Okay, there you go. I was gonna say.
I got the confused it did. Oh shit, that's a long way. Okay.
You can do it!
How do I get to my engine? Huh. No helmet.
You don't really seem to have much of anything. You could put it on, though.
I mean, I guess I could. Just to say it's on. I'll stick with my longsword for now.
I never really cared for the way the battle goes for this game. I don't mind it. Like, it's okay. I kind of like the way the powers are set up.
Shit, that took a moment to manifest. You noticed that over there was the hiss and the shadow popped up and then it started to appear. Oh, it's gonna tell me.
It's like Final Fantasy 12. It has the same thing where your attacks load and then you hit. For some reason, a game like this just doesn't seem like that works. Oh god, it's gonna force a tutorial.
Yes. Well, I mean, this is my first passion.
Shouldn't you already know this?
Now's better than later.
It has been a long time since I played it.
You should have run!
I can't remember, in this game, if your character, well, your friend, dies, are they dead?
I think so. God damn, I feel like I struggled with that. That's not the button. That's not the button. That's the
Of course.
That's the stuff. That's the stuff. God damn. Which was the actual attack button?
Isn't it just A?
No, I tried
What
hitting
can I do?
Un momento.
It's A.
Okay, well, it looked like it was working there well for me, but maybe it wasn't, I just wasn't close enough.
Do you loot corpses in this game?
I think you can, but I don't know if they all...
Kill them all! Got it. Alright.
It looks like your scout's dead.
Behind me, I can see his stuff going down. The bars that we have next
That's
to
not your scout.
Oh, never mind. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, he dead.
Quite possible.
Hey, you got arrows though. No worthy train. Dwarf for an arrow.
Lava.
Toasty.
Toasty.
You were very cautious at that torch.
The long empty halls like that were any traps. Or already sprung one.
Well, there's one.
Are
You
my
made
scout?
it, Commander. Did you run afoul of any darkspawn?
Yes?
We didn't expect any activity in these tunnels at all. Once I finished scouting the tunnels, I hid here to avoid the darkspawn. Most tunnels are dead ends. The one we want is swarming with those fiends. It's going to be a fight. As you say, onward then.
You got a friend. Your shield is already so bloody.
A little bit.
Well, at least you only got 2 directions to go.
That is true. Very true indeed.
I don't even remember what I played as. Like,
Now's better than later.
skill, task, whatever. Not task, like rogue and all that stuff. I don't remember what I was. I think I was a mage. Look at all those deep stalker bodies.
Yeah, that's right. They don't always drop.
Oh, he did.
Ooh, new shield though. Or I can't use it though.
How come?
It's not highlighted.
But no, I mean what? Oh.
Requires strength 18. I don't know if I can find it in here. I don't know. I think my strength is like a 15 or 16. My map tells me I can go here.
Well, it would appear that you need to take the right path.
Damn it. I had a feeling whichever path I chose was going to be the wrong one.
At least you got some experience.
It's true. Running, 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 running. That way?
Mm-hmm. Finds wall, becomes confused.
Pretty much.
Twisted creatures. Alright, alright. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Oh, by the way, she keeps talking because you keep pressing A.
Ladder so you can get off my back.
Pretty sure I have to push A.
No, once you target when it goes on its own. I don't know if it transfers afterwards though.
Alright, alright.
I can't help it though. I keep crap.
I like how he says good hit after you both get knocked down.
Oh, you're going to be sorry.
It's been so long since I freaking played this.
Go get that dwarf. Oh, it's not a dwarf. It's a genlock. Why are they called genlock? I thought they were just darkspawn.
There's different types of darkspawn. Darkspawn is kind of like an overall.
Can't you have your friends do things?
I believe so. Like I can switch.
I think it's the other guy that would be scout.
I need like I think it's like a rogue is the ones that are more suitable for lock picking.
That's what I thought the scouts would be.
No. I went backwards.
What did you choose, warrior?
Yeah. It was warrior or mage, so I went warrior.
You're here. I thought the darkspawn had got you for sure.
Ye of little faith!
And I'll make sure I'm behind you if we're swarmed. We want the tunnel ahead, but there are darkspawn tracks all over it. Be careful.
Well, what about that guy?
Probably not going to have the skills either.
Well, abandoned isn't vacant, apparently. Still, 2 months ago we couldn't get within a mile of this place. I'll follow your lead, Commander.
But he's a scout.
A scout does not mean they can pick locks.
How can you tell their skills, I wonder?
I don't know if there's a party thing.
There is. Press L. There you go.
I mean, their scouts are, like, their skills, I mean, are pretty well evened out.
I'm not really sure what that falls under.
Oh. It might be under the cunning for that one.
Constitution.
Yeah, that.
Constitution, I think, is your health.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not gonna have it. Music though.
I'd be questioning if I was in this game where the music was coming from. Shield bash. We got a big guy there. He's an alpha. Alpha on the floor. Your guy's almost dead. What's the shield do?
It's a shield bash.
Oh.
That was what I did to knock him over. Got a recharge on it.
That guy's so dead. He lived. Is there any way to like hold them back so they don't die?
But at least health does regenerate on its own. As you can see, it's going up pretty quick now.
I thought there was a way to heal them, but I can't remember.
I have to swap through and then use the health potion. But I have a set number, it looks like.
Yeah, you only got 2 left.
I mean, I could always go through this way instead and use potions. But really quick one, rather than sitting there having to go through that bar. But he's healed now, so that's what matters.
Looks like someone beat us to the door.
This Darkspawn body is still fresh. Whoever opened the door is most likely still in there.
Is it my oldest brother?
Probably.
It could have been stolen, recently or generations back.
Or it could be an ambitious cousin out for his own glory.
Understood. Let's move, men.
Daddy said the shield is mine, so the shield is mine! I'm like 99% sure it's going to be Big Brother.
Watch it be Little Brother.
Oh, that would be a twist, wouldn't it? Hey, that was a dwarven shield. Oops.
It's the same kind the other guy has. How have you not leveled up yet? Looks much better.
Yep.
A lot of dead bodies.
You know, it could be either of them, I assume.
So glad you could finally join us. We feared you'd gotten eaten by Darkspawn. Turns out the shield isn't quite as easy to retrieve as I was led to believe. I wager you know where it is, though. So maybe you tell me where it is, and I don't let my boys have to go at you before I kill you. I'm your better, that's who. And as to how I got in, that's a question you'll have to ask the stone after I butcher you. Now where's the shield?
It's a metaphor. Oh wait, yeah, persuade.
I'm hoping though it's not gonna make me actually do it.
Bit for bite, huh? Both of us banking on killing the other and losing nothing by the telling? Very well.
Maybe.
One of Prince Trian's men brought me this ring. It opened the door just fine.
Big brother did.
Now where is the sodding shield?
It's a metaphor.
Oh, she's a funny one. Just what I needed. Now kill these idiots.
I see enemies ahead.
Enemies ahead!
You can do it, Momo.
Give me your bow.
Chop his feet off.
Oh, ouch.
We're coming for you!
Right down here for a second. Ouch.
Thank you. Oh, he's going to kill your archer. Oh. There goes one. You can do it. Oh.
Oh, where's your friend to?
Just because another one ran away.
Oh, did he?
One of the archers got away. And he's using a ballista. I wonder if you were able to use a ballista. Yeah, you were able to use the ballista.
Well, he's down. Taking all of your shit.
I guess that means little brother was right. Unless little brother gave the ring.
Well, that's not the name that we were told.
No, but maybe he gave the ring by his order.
The first way we can hurt him is to find that shield ourselves. You have your orders, boys.
You're so bloody.
Just a little bit. Okay. Let's see all the goodies I picked up. Ooh. It was shiny. I had to look, but it was good as I like.
I forgot you could equip your other guys.
Yeah. That's what I've got.
My chair's so squeaky.
Wow, I'm not seeing anything that is better.
Are you able to save anywheres in this game?
I believe so. I'm sorry, I was trying to do a quick skim, but I think they all have like the same crap on. Oh, oh. Save it. Yes.
Alright everybody, we've gone over our time by a little bit. So, this has been Dragon Age. Tune in next time to find out if Momo gets the shield. If King Prince Trian, or however his name is said, survives. Or kills her. Or her family. Or her friends. Or if everybody just kills each other. But, if you want to see this, tune in next time and we'll catch you there. Bye!